When I checked via the link below, the Vantrue N4 Pro S dashcam cost $429, placing it in the upper tier of the dashcam market. But as you're about to see, that isn't necessarily the full cost of owning one. At this price, you'd expect the N4 Pro S to be the last dashcam you'll need to buy for years. So in this review, I'll show you where it genuinely stands out, where it falls short, and whether it's actually worth the money once everything is taken into account. At first glance, the Vantrue N4 Pro S looks like it ticks the same boxes as every other premium dash cam. 4K recording, parking mode, GPS, Wi-Fi, and voice control are all here. So what sets it apart? The biggest difference is its approach to complete coverage. Alongside the 4K front camera, you also get a full high-definition interior camera with infrared night vision and a 2.5K waterproof rear camera that can be mounted either inside or outside your vehicle. That's designed to give you useful evidence from almost every angle rather than focusing solely on what's happening in front of you. Which sounds great in theory, but if the video quality isn't good, then it's pretty much useless. To their credit, Vantrue has also equipped every camera with Sony Starvis 2 sensors, together with PlatePix technology and high dynamic range processing to improve performance in difficult lighting conditions. However, every manufacturer promises clearer footage and better night performance. The real question is whether those claims actually hold up once you're out on the road. So let's take a look at the footage quality. During the day, the N4 Pro S produces crisp, detailed footage with natural-looking colors and enough clarity to make road signs, vehicles, and most license plates easy to identify in normal driving conditions. It also copes well with rapidly changing light, such as driving into or out of tunnels without large swings in exposure. However, cheaper dashcams are also typically able to do this in well-lit conditions. After dark, things become much tougher, and that's where many dashcams begin to struggle. The front camera continues to produce clean, usable footage, and some reviewers were particularly impressed by its ability to capture license plates and retain detail in difficult lighting. That said, the rear and interior cameras don't quite reach the same standard, with some reviewers finding the rear footage noticeably darker at night and the infrared cabin camera less impressive than the front. However, compared to the rest of the market, it's still above average, I would say. But if rear camera quality is a deal breaker for you, I'd recommend the VIOFO A229 Pro instead. I'll link to my review below. It's also important to keep your expectations realistic. Factors like speed, distance, rain, and headlight glare can still make license plates difficult to read, regardless of how much processing a camera uses. As a whole, the image quality is pretty good and feels like a step above many cheaper alternatives. So while the N4 Pro S comes away with a pass here, this isn't enough on its own for me to give it the clear thumbs up just yet, especially when you factor in the hidden costs that many buyers aren't aware of. The first is storage. Despite costing this much, the N4 Pro S doesn't always include a microSD card in the box, so you'll need to buy one separately if it's not included in your purchase bundle. A quality high-endurance card can easily add another $40 to over $100, depending on the capacity you choose, and it's a worthwhile investment if you want reliable long-term recording. Then there's parking mode. One of the camera's headline features is 24-hour parking protection, but it only works as intended if you also buy the optional hardwire kit, which typically costs around $25 to $30. Without it, you're not getting the full experience Vantrue advertises. There are also optional extras like the CPL filter to reduce windshield reflections, usually around $20, and the LTE module for remote connectivity, which costs around $100 if you want cloud-style features. If those extra costs put you off, check out my list of cheaper dash cams linked below to help you keep your budget under control. Now, what about the installation process? Because personally, I hate having to pay extra to have someone fit anything to my car. Generally, installation is fairly straightforward. Start by mounting the front camera high on the windshield, ideally behind the rear-view mirror, then route the power cable around the headliner and down the A-pillar using the supplied trim tool. Next, run the rear camera cable neatly to the back of the vehicle before mounting it inside the rear window or externally if required. One tip: before permanently securing any cables or adhesive, double-check the camera angle. Some reviewers found the mount doesn't offer a huge amount of adjustment, so taking a few extra minutes now could save you having to reposition everything later. If you're planning to use 24-hour parking mode, you'll also need to install the optional hardwire kit. Otherwise, you're pretty much good to go. Once it's set up, what's the day-to-day experience like? The N4 Pro S is generally easy to live with. The physical buttons are intuitive, the menus are straightforward to navigate, and features like voice control and built-in GPS work as expected without much setup. The weakest part of the experience is the smartphone app. While the 5 GHz Wi-Fi allows for faster transfers than older systems, some reviewers reported occasional connection issues and found it quicker to remove the microSD card instead when downloading larger video files. Fortunately, that's an easy workaround. If you're only reviewing footage after an incident or transferring longer clips, removing the card is often faster anyway, so for most owners it ends up being a minor inconvenience, rather than a deal breaker. However, looking at customer reviews and long-term testing, there are a few more things to be aware of. For example, something mentioned by several owners is the G sensor. Out of the box, some found it a little too sensitive, locking recordings after driving over potholes or speed bumps. Reducing the sensitivity usually helps, although a few reviewers still felt it was a little overactive. The other criticism is the size of the main camera. It's larger than some competing models, making it a little harder to hide neatly behind the rear-view mirror. There have also been isolated reports of firmware update issues, although reviewers who experienced them said Vantrue support was able to resolve the problem through a manual software reinstall. The encouraging part is that none of these complaints relate to the camera's core job of recording clear evidence. And it's this level of performance that goes a long way towards justifying the N4 Pro S's asking price. However, where it could come unstuck is against the rest of the competition. Now, believe it or not, there are actually even more expensive dash cams out there. For example, the Thinkware U3000 starts from around $550 and is particularly well known for its parking surveillance features. If protecting your vehicle while it's parked is your absolute priority, it's certainly one to consider. But if you're trying to keep costs down without dropping into the budget category, the VIOFO A229 Pro currently costs around $299 to $380, depending on where you buy it from. It remains one of the strongest alternatives if your priority is excellent video quality in a more compact design. My full review is linked below for more details. That leaves the N4 Pro S in the middle. At around $429, it combines excellent image quality with comprehensive front, interior, and rear coverage, making it a compelling all-round choice, provided you'll actually make use of everything it offers. So, who should actually buy the Vantrue N4 Pro S? If you want one of the best all-round premium dash cams, I'd have no hesitation recommending it. It's particularly well-suited to rideshare drivers, families, high-mileage commuters, or anyone who wants comprehensive evidence from the front, rear, and inside the vehicle. The image quality is impressive, the feature set is genuinely useful, and despite a few frustrations, none of the issues I found were serious enough to outweigh its strengths. I'd probably look elsewhere if your budget is tight, you only want a front-facing camera, or you know you'll never use features like the interior camera or 24-hour parking mode. In those cases, you're simply paying for capability you may never use. Otherwise, I think the N4 Pro S earns its premium price. If you'd like to check the latest price, I've linked it below, along with my roundup of the best cheaper dash cams if you'd like to compare a few alternatives before making your decision.